When people think of beaches in China, Qingdao isn't usually the first place that comes to mind. But did you know that Qingdao has more than 800 kilometers of coastline if you include its surrounding districts and islands? It is one of the China's most famous seaside cities, known not only for its beaches, but also for its fresh seafood, beautiful parks, European architecture, and clean ocean views. But here is something that surprised me after moving here. Not every beautiful beach is a swimming beach. In fact, some of the most scenic beaches in Qingdao are places where swimming is completely prohibited. At first, I couldn't understand why. The water looked calm, the sand looked inviting, and there were people walking everywhere, but nobody was in the sea. Today, we are visiting one of those beaches in Huangdao District, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why some beaches here are perfect for relaxing but not for swimming. I'll also tell you where you can safely swim if you are planning to visit Qingdao. Let's go! Today, we are heading to one of the beautiful beaches in Huangdao District, also known as the West Coast New Area of Qingdao. One of my favorite things about living in this part of the city is how green it is. Before we even reached the park, we walked through a beautiful coastal park full of trees, flowers, walking paths, and open spaces where families come to relax. What I really appreciate about parks in China is that they are designed for everyone. You'll often see grandparents exercising in the morning, children riding scooters, people practicing Tai Chi, couples walking hand in hand, and families enjoying picnics under the trees. The parks along Qingdao's coastline are especially peaceful because you're always close to the sea. Where are you going, Ariane?
I'm going to the beach.
Okay, let's go.
Hot.
Ти хочеш босі бути? Добре. Аріанчик знімає свої сандалі, так? Аріанчик хоче бути босий. Не підлога не холодна?
Ні.
Добре. Ти перше зніми капець. О, все. Все, він хоче бігати. Тобі подобається тут бігати?
Ти ще маленький, ти не можеш стрибнути.
Давай разом. Будемо гратися разом?
Да.
Аріанчик, метелик. Боже, який гарний, дивися. Андон. You can hear the waves in the background while the birds fly overhead, and the fresh ocean breeze makes even a hot summer day feel comfortable. It's the kind of place where you don't need to rush. You simply slow down, enjoy the scenery, and spend time with the people you love. As we walked toward the shoreline, we could already smell the sea and hear the gentle sound of the waves. And finally, we arrived. The first thing that caught my attention was how wide and open this beach felt. The sun stretched far into the distance, and the water reflected
Let's
the
go.
sky in beautiful shades of blue and silver.
Let's go to the
Even
water.
though this isn't one of Qingdao's famous swimming beaches, it's still an incredibly relaxing place to visit. There were families taking photos, children building sandcastles near the shore, flying kites, and others simply sitting on benches watching the sea. Sometimes we think a beach has to be about swimming, but honestly, some of the best memories come from simply listening to the waves, walking barefoot on the sand, collecting shells, or enjoying a quiet afternoon by the ocean. That's exactly the atmosphere here.
Не сідай у воду, Аріанчик.
One question many visitors ask is, if the beach looks so beautiful, why isn't swimming allowed? The answer isn't because the water is dirty. In fact, the water here is generally quite clean. The real reason is safety. Some beaches along Qingdao's coastline have strong underwater currents, sudden changes in water depth, rocky underwater areas, or are located close to shipping routes where boats frequently pass.
Тобі подобається тут, Аріанчик? Do you like this place? Аріан, do you like this? Це цікаво, да, Аріанчик? Ariane is enjoying. Біжи, біжи тако до моря, біжи. Ану біжи, бистро, бистро. Моє золото. Золото, мамине, золотеньке. Ой, як добре. Ой, як добре. Іди сюди, Аріанч.
Even when the surface looks calm, dangerous currents underneath can pull swimmers away from shore. Another reason is that not every beach has professional lifeguards or safety facilities. China takes beach safety seriously, so local authorities allow only swimming at beaches that have been officially designed, monitored, and equipped for public swimming. That's why you will often see warning signs telling visitors not to enter the water. Of course, people are usually welcome to walk along the shoreline, enjoy the sand, or let the waves touch their feet, but going farther into the sea is discouraged or prohibited. It's always a good idea to respect those signs, because local officials know which beaches are safe and which ones aren't. Many people also wonder what sea this actually is. Qingdao sits on the coast of the Yellow Sea, one of the western Pacific Ocean's marginal seas. Despite its name, the water certainly isn't yellow. On sunny days, it can be a beautiful deep blue, while on cloudy days, it takes on soft shades of gray and green. The sea plays a huge role in Qingdao's identity. It influences the city's climate, supports its famous seafood industry, and has helped make Qingdao one of China's most important port cities. Because of the ocean, summers here are usually cooler than in many other parts of China, while winters are milder than inland cities. If you're planning a trip and want to swim, timing is important. The swimming season in Qingdao is generally from late June through early September, when the sea becomes warm enough for most people to enjoy. July and August are the warmest months, and that's when the city's popular beaches are full of visitors. Outside of summer, the water becomes quite cold. Even though you will still see people walking along the beach all year round, swimming isn't very common except for a few dedicated winter swimmers who enjoy cold water swimming as a hobby. So if your dream is relaxing on the beach and swimming in the sea, summer is definitely the best time to visit. One thing I love about Qingdao is that every beach has its own personality. Some beaches are lively and full of tourists, others are quiet and peaceful like this one. Some have soft golden sand, while others have rocky coastlines with amazing views. The coastline is also home to many scenic walking trails, modern parks, sailing marinas, and observation decks, where you can watch spectacular sunrises and sunsets over the Yellow Sea. For us, today wasn't about sightseeing or checking famous attractions off a list. It was simply about spending quality time together. We brought some snacks, found a nice place near the beach, and enjoyed a peaceful picnic with our son. Watching him play in the sand, laugh at the waves, and explore the shoreline reminded me that children don't need expensive entertainment. Sometimes all they need is nature and fresh air. These quiet family moments often become the memories we treasure the most.
Hello. 你再看看。就是吹响吧。
How much? Okay, how much?
10块，10元，10元，10
Okay.
10元，10元。
10 yuan. Okay. Can I pay online?
啊，对，那个微信支付行吗？
嗯。
啊，你能行是吧？
Which one? Let's see.
嗯，你挑一个吧。
Arianchik, which one do you like? Which one do you like? It's to whistle.
嗯，
It's
就那吹，对对对，
uh-huh. Which one is good? Which one do you like?
对，
This one or this one? Which one do you like, Arian? This one?
就这个，
Okay.
人宅啊。
Or maybe look Ariane, maybe this is beautiful. Looks so beautiful.
就这个哈。
Just one second, we will see more. And look, this one's so beautiful. Which one do you like? Which one do you like the most? This one? This is not beautiful. Let's get this one, okay?
他要这个了。
Or this one? You want this one? Okay. You're gonna whistle.
那这个是吧？
Even though we couldn't swim here, we didn't miss it at all. The beach gave us exactly what we needed, a relaxing afternoon by the sea. This was just one small glimpse of Qingdao's incredible coastline. In the next videos, we will take you to some of the city's most famous swimming beaches, where the water is safe, lifeguards are on duty, and thousands of people come every summer to enjoy the sea. We will compare the beaches, show you which ones are best for families, and help you decide which ones are worth visiting during your trip to Qingdao. If you enjoyed exploring this peaceful corner of China's coastline with us, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next adventure here in beautiful Qingdao.
Alo, oraya inmek.
Да. Мы едем на пляж, да?
前方红绿灯直行，保持直行，走右侧4车道。注意在前方路的红绿灯保持直行。保持直行，所有车道均可。 向左前方行驶，注意不是左转。200米处有限速80和违法拍照。直行过当前红绿灯，随后走左侧4车，在第2个红绿灯左转，前方红绿灯直